My beloved child, something has been quietly shifting in your life, and you felt it, didn't you? That subtle pull, that moment of pause, that feeling you couldn't quite explain. It was not random. Right now, a door is being opened for you, softly, patiently, almost unnoticed. And the reason you are here, listening to this very moment, is because a part of you already senses it. Don't skip this, stay with me, because something huge is waiting for you just ahead. You've been searching for clarity. You've been asking for a sign, even if only in silence. And now, what's unfolding is not loud or obvious, it's quiet, almost hidden, but deeply real. This door is not like the ones you've seen before. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't force itself into your path. It waits, for you to notice. And here is the truth that may surprise you. The door has already begun to open. Not fully, not all at once, but just enough for you to feel that something is different. Something is aligning in ways you didn't expect. Small changes, subtle shifts, moments that seem ordinary, but carry something deeper. You might have almost missed it. But you didn't. Because you're still here. And that means you're closer than you think. Stay till the end, because what comes next will reveal why this door could change everything for you. But listen closely, because not every open door is meant to be rushed through. There is a moment, right before everything changes, where stillness becomes your greatest guide. And this is where you are now. You may feel a mixture of excitement and hesitation. A quiet whisper telling you to move forward, and another voice asking you to wait just a little longer. This is not confusion. This is preparation. The door in front of you is different because it responds to awareness, not urgency. If you rush, you might miss what it's trying to show you. If you stay present, you will begin to notice the signs, small, almost unnoticeable details that suddenly start to make sense. A thought that feels clearer than before. A path that seems lighter. A moment where your heart feels calm without explanation. These are not coincidences. They are gentle signals guiding you towards something that has been unfolding behind the scenes for longer than you realize. And here is what makes this moment so powerful. The door is not just opening around you, it is also opening within you. Something inside you is shifting, your perspective, your understanding, your readiness. You are becoming aligned with what's ahead, step by step, without even forcing it. Don't look for something dramatic. Look for what feels quietly right. Because the biggest changes often begin in the softest ways. And in the next moment, you'll begin to understand why this door appeared now, at this exact point in your life, when you needed it the most. And now, here is the part most people overlook. The timing of this door is not accidental. It didn't appear when you were at your strongest. It didn't open when everything felt easy. It began to reveal itself in the middle of your questions, your waiting, your quiet moments of doubt. Because this door is not just about where you are going. It's about who you are becoming. You've been shaped by things no one else fully understands. The patience you were forced to learn, the strength you built in silence, the way you kept moving even when nothing made sense. All of that was preparing you to recognize this moment. Don't skip this, because this realization changes everything. The reason others might miss this door is because they are looking for something obvious, something loud, something immediate. But you are starting to see differently. You are beginning to notice what others ignore. And that is why this opportunity, this shift, this opening, is aligning with you now. Not earlier. Not later. Now. There is something deeply personal about what's ahead. It's not meant to overwhelm you. It's meant to meet you exactly where you are, and gently lead you forward. But here's the turning point. You must choose to notice it. Because in the next part, you will see the one sign, the quiet, undeniable sign, that confirms this door is truly meant for you. And here it is, the sign you've been waiting for has never been outside of you. It's been within you all along. Not a loud voice. Not a sudden flash. But a quiet sense of peace that doesn't need to explain itself. When you think about this next step, when you imagine walking through that door, notice what happens inside you. Even if there is uncertainty, there is also a calmness beneath it. A gentle knowing that doesn't push, doesn't pressure, it simply rests within you. That feeling is your confirmation. Don't skip this, because this is where everything becomes clear. The right door doesn't confuse your spirit. It may challenge you, it may stretch you, but deep down, it will not disturb your inner peace. Instead, it will invite you forward in a way that feels honest, steady, real. And now, something even more important is happening. You are being given a choice. To trust what you feel, or to ignore it. To step closer, or to stay where it's familiar. This is the moment where everything begins to shift, not because the door suddenly changes, but because you do. Because once you recognize the sign, you can never unsee it. And in the next moment, you'll understand what happens the instant you decide to take that step forward. And the moment you decide to move forward, everything begins to respond. Not all at once. Not in a way that overwhelms you. But in quiet, undeniable ways that feel almost too precise to ignore. A path becomes clearer. A weight feels lighter. A sense of direction starts to form where there was once uncertainty. Stay till the end, because this is where it all starts to unfold. You see, stepping toward this door doesn't require you to have every answer. It doesn't demand perfection or complete certainty. It simply asks for willingness. And the instant you give that, even in the smallest way, something shifts. What once felt distant begins to feel closer. What once felt confusing begins to make sense. It's as if the door was waiting, not for the perfect version of you, but for the real you to arrive. And here's the part that changes everything. You don't have to force the door open. You don't have to struggle to make it happen. Because what is truly meant for you will meet you as you move toward it. Gently. Steadily. In ways that feel natural, not forced. But there is one final piece, something most people never realize until it's too late. In the next moment, you'll see why noticing this door is only the beginning, and what you must do to fully step into what's waiting for you. And now, the final piece reveals itself in the quietest way. Not through pressure, not through urgency, but through a simple, powerful truth you can feel. The door is open, but it will not pull you through. It honors your pace. It waits for your awareness. Because what lies beyond it is not meant to be taken by force, it is meant to be received with intention. This is where many turn back. Not because the path disappears, but because they doubt what they've already seen. Don't skip this, because this moment is yours. You've felt the shift. You've recognized the sign. You've sensed the calm beneath the uncertainty. Now all that remains is your response. Not a giant leap. Not a perfect plan. Just one honest step forward. A decision within yourself that says, I am ready to trust what I feel. And when you make that choice, even quietly, even gently, something extraordinary begins. The door opens wider. The path meets your steps. And what once felt far away, begins to feel like it was always meant to find you. So stay aware. Stay present. Because this isn't just about a door in front of you anymore. It's about a new beginning unfolding, one step at a time. And just when you think the journey ends, something even deeper begins to unfold. Because stepping through the door was never the destination. It was the awakening. You may not see everything clearly yet. You may not understand every step ahead. But notice this, you are no longer standing still. You are moving. And that changes everything. The hesitation that once held you back, it's losing its grip. The questions that once felt heavy, they're becoming lighter, softer, easier to carry. Something within you has shifted permanently. Don't skip this, because this is the quiet transformation most people never recognize. You didn't just find a door. You discovered a new way of seeing. A new way of trusting. A new way of walking forward without needing to control every outcome. And now, life begins to meet you differently. Moments start to align. Opportunities feel more natural. Even the challenges begin to carry a sense of purpose instead of confusion. It's subtle, but powerful. And here's the truth that will stay with you long after this moment. You were never being held back. You were being prepared to notice what was always meant for you. And as you continue forward, something even more beautiful begins to take shape. In the next moment, you'll understand why this was not just a single door, but the beginning of many. And what you're about to realize now, changes how you see everything. This was never just one door. It was the first of many that will begin to appear in your life, each one clearer, each one easier to recognize than the last. Because now, you know what to look for. That quiet peace. That steady pull. That sense of something aligning without force. Stay with this, because something huge is still unfolding for you. Before, you may have overlooked these moments. You may have doubted them, questioned them, or walked past them without even realizing. But not anymore. Now, your awareness has shifted. And once your awareness changes, your path changes with it. You begin to notice opportunities hidden in ordinary moments. You begin to trust the calm instead of fearing the unknown. You begin to move forward with a confidence that doesn't need to be loud, only real. And here's the most powerful part. Each door you walk through strengthens something within you. Clarity grows. Trust deepens. And the distance between where you are and where you're meant to be begins to close. This is no longer about waiting for something to happen. It's about recognizing that something is already happening. Right now. In your life. In your thoughts. In the quiet decisions you're making every day. And in the next moment, you'll see how all of this comes together in a way that feels almost impossible to ignore, yet perfectly meant for you. And now, everything begins to come together in a way you can finally recognize. Not as something distant, not as something uncertain, but as something real, present, and already unfolding in your life. Look back for a moment. The thoughts that changed. The feelings that softened. The small shifts that didn't seem important at first, but now feel like they were leading you here all along. This is how it connects. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. Don't skip this, because this realization is rare. You were never waiting for the right time. You were being guided into it. Every delay, every pause, every unexpected turn, they were not holding you back. They were aligning you with this exact point, where you can finally see clearly. And now, the door doesn't feel distant anymore, does it? It feels close. It feels reachable. It feels yours. That's because you are no longer standing outside of it. You are standing within its presence, aware, ready, and fully able to step forward. And here is the quiet truth that changes everything. You don't need another sign. You don't need more confirmation. What you've already felt, what you've already seen, is enough. Because the door was never meant to convince you. It was meant to be recognized by you. And as this moment settles in, there is one final realization waiting for you. In the next part, you'll understand why this wasn't just about a new opportunity, but about a new version of you stepping into the life that was quietly waiting all along. And now, the final realization gently unfolds. This was never just about a door opening in your life. It was about you opening, in ways you never expected. Somewhere along this journey, something within you became quieter, clearer, stronger. Not in a loud or dramatic way, but in a steady, undeniable way that feels real. You are not the same person who first stood searching, wondering, waiting. You are someone who now sees. Someone who now feels the difference between noise and truth, between pressure and peace, between forcing and allowing. Stay till the end, because this is the moment everything becomes complete. The door you noticed, the step you took, the shift you felt. It was all leading here. To this awareness. To this quiet confidence growing within you. And here is what makes this so powerful. You don't have to chase what's meant for you anymore. You don't have to question every step or doubt every feeling. Because now, you carry something deeper than answers. You carry trust. A trust that will guide you beyond this moment, beyond this door, into every new beginning that appears in your life. So as you move forward from here, remember this feeling. The calm. The clarity. The quiet certainty that something meaningful is unfolding for you, even when it doesn't need to be explained. Because this isn't the end of something. It's the beginning of a life where you recognize the doors, and have the courage to walk through them. And from this moment on, you will never look at your path the same way again. And even now, there is one more truth gently waiting to be seen. Not something outside of you, but something you've been carrying all along. You were never meant to hesitate as much as you did. Not because hesitation is wrong, but because your heart has always known more than your doubts allowed you to believe. Feel that for a moment. The quiet strength within you that kept going, even when you didn't have clear direction. The inner voice that never disappeared, even when everything around you felt uncertain. That was never weakness. That was guidance. Don't skip this, because this is where everything becomes deeply personal. The door you noticed, it responded to that part of you. The part that stayed open, that stayed willing, that didn't give up on something more, even when it couldn't see it yet. And now, that same part of you is asking for something simple. Not perfection. Not certainty. Just honesty. To admit what you truly feel. To acknowledge what you already sense. To stop pretending you don't see what is right in front of you. Because the moment you become honest with yourself, the path becomes undeniable. The steps become lighter. And the fear that once felt so real, begins to lose its hold. You are not standing at the beginning anymore. You are already on the path. And in this final moment, everything becomes clear in a way that stays with you long after this ends. And now, in this final moment, everything becomes still. No more searching. No more questioning. Just a quiet, steady awareness of where you stand, and what is in front of you. The door is no longer a mystery. It is no longer something distant or uncertain. It is here. And so are you. Take a breath, and feel that. Not the noise of the world, not the rush to figure everything out, but the calm presence within you that has been guiding you all along. This is what you were meant to notice. Not just the opportunity. Not just the change. But the way you have grown into someone who can recognize it, and step toward it with quiet confidence. Don't skip this, because this is the moment that stays with you. You don't need to force anything from here. You don't need to chase or prove or rush. All you need, is to keep walking with the awareness you now carry. One step. Then another. Trusting what feels real, choosing what feels right, allowing what is meant for you to unfold in its own time. Because something truly meaningful has already begun. Not around you. Within you. And that is something no one can take away, no moment can erase, no doubt can undo. So as you move forward from here, remember this feeling. The quiet certainty. The steady peace. The sense that you are exactly where you need to be, moving towards something that was always meant to find you. And as each new door appears, you will not miss it. Because now, you are ready to see.